Welcome to the Nomadic Spaces podcast, where we talk all things interior design, tiny houses, and happy homes. Each week, we explore different interior design strategies, the unique challenges of small spaces, and delve into the incredible lifestyle of tiny homes. Whether you're a fellow tiny house dweller or simply have an interest in interior design, this show has something for you. Hello, and welcome back to the Nomadic Spaces podcast. This is your host, Sarah Bronstein from Suka Interior Design. Today's episode is getting back to design basics. I'm super excited about it. One of my favorite interior design concepts, and it's often overlooked. So let's get right into it. Name of the episode is The Importance of Texture in Interior Design. In the overall lineup of interior design elements, texture plays a really impactful role, yet it's often overlooked amidst the melody of color and form. The common mistake of neglecting texture can result in spaces that feel flat and just kind of uninspired, like something is just missing or just not sitting quite right. Texture is not an afterthought. It is a fundamental design element that helps fill rooms with depth and warmth and character. From the weave of a wool rug to the roughness of a reclaimed wood accent wall, texture adds layers of visual and tactile interests, elevating spaces from meh to mesmerizing. In this episode, we'll dive into the importance of texture in interior design. We'll explore how it creates visually intriguing and inviting spaces that captivate those within it with a perfect balance of comfort and style. First, let's get a basic understanding of why texture is important. Texture is not just an aesthetic consideration, it's a vital element that can transform the feel and the atmosphere of a space. Beyond the visual appeal, texture engages our senses on multiple levels, enriching our experience of the space. When we enter a well-designed room, our eyes are drawn not only to the colors and shapes, but also to the textures that add depth and dimension. From softness of a plush rug underfoot to the roughness of exposed brick walls, texture stimulates the tactile senses and invites us to touch and really explore our surroundings. This sensory engagement contributes to a more immersive and memorable experience, making the space feel special and dynamic. Furthermore, texture plays a crucial role in shaping the mood and the ambiance of a room. The presence of texture can evoke different emotions and sensations, influencing how we actually feel in a space. For example, soft plush textures like velvet or fur can create a sense of warmth and coziness, which is really perfect for intimate living areas or bedrooms. Conversely, sleek, glossy surfaces can impart a feeling of sophistication and kind of more modern, which is more ideal for contemporary spaces. So, by strategically incorporating a variety of textures, we as designers can manipulate and control the ambiance of the room and transform it into whatever will help meet the property goals. Perhaps it's a luxury Airbnb retreat, maybe it's a vibrant gathering space or a cozy sanctuary. And in this way, texture becomes a really powerful tool for creating atmospheres that resonate with occupants and enhance their overall well-being in the space. Next, let's talk about integrating texture into your home. Incorporating texture into your home is an essential aspect of creating a visually captivating and inviting space. There are various ways to introduce texture, ranging from textiles to natural materials, and each way adds its own unique charm and character to the design. Textiles such as rugs and throw blankets and cushions are probably the most accessible and versatile means of incorporating texture into your home. Really easy way to get it in there. Opting for materials like wool, cotton, or faux fur can introduce warmth and softness, while patterns like herringbone or shaggy textures add visual interest. Beyond textiles, natural materials offer another rich source of texture that can infuse your home with warmth and authenticity. Elements such as wood, stone, and rattan bring a sense of the outdoors inside, adding a depth and dimension to your space. Whether it's a rustic wooden coffee table or a stone accent wall or a woven rattan chair, incorporating natural textures adds a tactile element that invites touch and connection with nature. Architectural elements also play a significant role in introducing texture into your home. Features such as exposed brick walls, reclaimed wood beams, or textured ceiling treatments can serve as focal points that add character and visual intrigue. Even more subtle architectural details like paneling, molding, or wainscoting can contribute to the overall texture of a space, enhancing its depth and sophistication. When incorporating texture into your home, it's essential to consider balance and contrast to create visual interest and harmony. Mixing a variety of textures adds layers of depth to your space and prevents it from falling flat or feeling one-dimensional. However, it's also crucial to strike a balance between different textures to avoid overwhelming the senses. Pairing rough textures with smooth ones or mixing matte finishes with shiny surfaces creates contrast that adds drama and makes your space more dynamic. By carefully selecting and combining textures, you can create a visually rich and harmonious environment that enhances the aesthetic and the experience without overwhelming the space. Now let's talk about integrating textural elements by room type. Each room in your home offers a unique opportunity to incorporate texture, enhancing functionality and atmosphere. So here's some ideas of how to integrate texture into different rooms of the home and specific elements suitable for each space. Let's start with the living room. The living room is often the heart of the home where family and guests gather to relax and socialize. To create a cozy and inviting atmosphere, consider incorporating soft textiles such as plush rugs, cozy throws, and tactile cushions. These textural elements add warmth and comfort, inviting people to kick back and unwind. Additionally, consider layering different textures, such as mixing a fluffy rug with a smooth leather sofa, or incorporating a woven basket for added depth and visual interest. Next, let's talk about the bedroom. The bedroom is a sanctuary for rest and relaxation, and texture plays a crucial role in creating a tranquil and inviting space. Soft bedding, such as high-quality cotton sheets or luxurious duvet cover, really adds a layer of comfort and tactile appeal. Also consider incorporating textured wall coverings, such as grass cloth wallpaper or upholstered headboards, to really create a sense of intimacy and coziness. Additionally, adding plush rugs or sheepskin throws underfoot can enhance the feeling of luxury and comfort, really making your bedroom a cozy retreat at the end of a long day. Next, let's talk about the kitchen. While functionality is paramount in the kitchen, texture can still play a significant role in enhancing its design and atmosphere. Consider incorporating natural wood accents such as butcher block countertops or open shelving to add warmth and organic texture to the space. Woven baskets or rattan trays can add a touch of rustic charm while also providing practical storage solutions. Additionally, consider incorporating textures through textiles such as woven placemats, linen dish towels, or maybe upholstered bar stools if you have a bar, to help soften the look of the space and again add that visual interest. Bathrooms. In the bathroom, texture can elevate the design and create a spa-like atmosphere that really promotes relaxation. Consider incorporating natural materials such as stone or marble tiles for the flooring or shower surround to add depth and elegance to the space. Soft, fluffy towels in plush, cotton, or bamboo adds a luxurious touch and enhances the tactile experience. Additionally, consider adding texture through accessories such as woven storage baskets, wooden bath trays, or textured bath mats to create that sense of warmth and comfort. By incorporating texture into these different rooms of your home, you can enhance their functionality and atmosphere, creating spaces that are not only visually appealing, but also inviting and really comfortable to inhabit. Whatever design style you're looking to incorporate, texture can help you achieve your design goals and create a home that reflects your unique personality and style. Here are a few good-to-know tips. Incorporating texture into your home is a surefire way to elevate the design and create a visually captivating space. So here are a few good-to-know practical tips and guidelines for effectively incorporating texture into the home. First, mix and match textures. When it comes to texture, variety is key. Experiment with mixing different textures to create visual interest and depth in the space. For example, you can pair a smooth leather sofa with a chunky knit throw blanket, or juxtapose a sleek glass coffee table with a rustic wooden accent. Mixing textures adds layers to your design, creates a more dynamic, multi-dimensional space. Number 2, consider the scale. When selecting textural elements for your home, consider the scale not only of the space and proportions of the furniture. In larger rooms, you can opt for larger scale textures, such as oversized rugs or statement furniture pieces, to make a bold impact. In smaller rooms, however, it's usually best to stick to smaller scale textures to avoid overwhelming the space. Additionally, consider the scale of the texture itself. Large, bold textures can make a more dramatic statement, while smaller, more subtle textures add a layer of refinement. Pay attention to color and pattern. Texture isn't just about how something feels, it's also about how it looks. When selecting textural elements for your home, consider the color and pattern of the materials. Neutral textures like linen, wool, and rattan create a more timeless and sophisticated look, while bolder textures like velvet or faux fur add a touch more drama and luxury. Additionally, consider how the texture interacts with other elements in the space, such as the color scheme and patterns of existing furniture. You want to aim for a pretty cohesive and harmonious design by balancing all those different textures and colors and patterns throughout your home. So to wrap up, as we've discussed, texture plays a really huge role in executing a successfully designed space. Texture adds warmth and depth and character to a space, stimulating both visual and tactile senses and enhancing the overall mood and ambiance. By incorporating a variety of textures into your home, you can create a more dynamic and visually pleasing environment that captivates the senses and tells a story of comfort and style. I encourage you to experiment with the texture in your own home, whether it's through soft textiles, natural materials, or architectural elements. Don't be afraid to mix and match textures to create a cohesive and visually interesting result. By embracing texture, you can really transform your space into a beautiful reflection of your unique personality and style. As always, thank you so much for being here, and until next week, home happy. I hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring. My goal with this show is to help others make changes that transform their space. But just absorbing content, even brilliant content like this, doesn't get results. Taking action does. If you are still listening, you might be ready to fully accomplish your design goals. My challenge to you is commit to taking one action right now before you don't. Taking action might look like booking a design project jumpstart, or maybe it's signing up for the free desk refresh guide, or maybe it's signing up for my mailing list, or maybe it's scheduling a complimentary connection call to virtually meet and discuss your design goals in more detail. You can find more about all those fun things I just mentioned, as well as reach out to me directly through my website, which is sukkainteriordesign.com. That is SUKKAINTERIORDESIGN.com.
HAINTERIORDESIGN.com. I love connecting, so please don't be a stranger. As always, thank you for tuning in and for being a part of this community. If you liked what you heard on this episode or show, please take a second to like, review, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends and family. It is truly the easiest way to show support for me and this tiny niche podcast. Until next time, take care and home happy.